Powered by Virginia Radio.
What is going on, everybody? A Monty here with another episode of A Chill is Just a Podcast. Sorry I was not here. Well, we were not here last week. It was Thanksgiving time. You know, family was around. I just wanted to spend time with family. You know what I'm saying? So we just took the time off. Yeah. So if you had a problem with it, suck a dick. Don't care. Drop the bomb.
Yeah, I was about to say, drop the bomb. Boom. Drop it.
So, yeah, I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving, man. Check your mic. Is it good?
Yeah, it's on.
Just make sure. Hold up. Doing some sound checks. Is it on? Is it not plugged in? Because I see there's only one plugged into the mic right now. Alright, hold up. Technical guys.
Technical difficulties. We'll be right back.
It's gonna be alright.
That's when you have commercial breaks.
Hey.
It's alright.
Sorry. Well, in the meantime, I'll just go over announcements real quick and then we'll get into the show.
Yo.
Alright,
Alright.
cool. Now we talking business. Alright, man. So, yeah, let's get into the announcements, man. We just did the first Spit and Spar last week. It was a success in my book. Shout out to AC3 for being the winner of the first Spit and Spar. It was a good show, man. It didn't. I was not expecting the winner, but it was a good show.
Damn, you wasn't expecting.
I wasn't.
AC3
No, I
to be the
wasn't.
winner?
I wasn't. No, it was a fire artist though. I'll give him that. AC3 is cool, man. I like the originality that it came with. You know, I like he came with just his instrumental. So,
Do you think he paid the judges?
do I think he paid the judges? No.
Because he didn't even pay me for a fly. Do you
Dang.
think he paid the judges?
Nah, I don't think he paid the judges.
I don't think he did either.
I don't think he did. I think the judges were just.
I think he won fair and square.
Yeah, I think he definitely went fair and square. I think that the judges were just judging differently than what I've seen judged, and that was cool. Like I feel like they judged fairly. They gave everybody a shot, so I appreciated it.
That's why I'm looking like, oh, okay. We paying judges now?
I'm saying, I'm hearing a lot of AC3. Nobody thought AC3 was gonna win. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe that's just the underdog.
he scored the highest.
Yeah, it's the underdog
He scored
story.
the highest.
It's that underdog story, man. Yeah, facts, man. So shout out to him, man.
Shout out AC3.
Congratulations to him. Oh, hold up. Are we frozen up here? I was just looking. It looked like it was frozen, or maybe my internet was just tripping. I don't even know. Anyway, so yeah, post from that. Just a couple weeks ago, man. Unfortunately, I had departed from MSL. Just creative differences. Let's put it that way. It's a great situation, great idea, but hey, you know, things happen. Life sucks. Moves on. Audible Heat, man. Yeah, we have some workshops that we've been working on.
I said this boy was so dry with the statement. I respect it. It was just like, boom, bada bing.
Right.
I mean, it is, bro. It's one of those situations, especially with this one, because I dedicated a lot of time to it. So, for the situation to unfold how it did, it was just like, it's okay, whatever, move on. You know, I'm just not one to dwell on shit anymore. So it's either I'm there or I'm not. You know what I mean? Because if I'm not there, that means I have time for other shit.
Makes sense.
You know what I'm saying?
Makes
So,
sense.
but yeah, man. Audible Heat. We're working on workshops. We're actually gonna be shooting a commercial pretty soon too, so that's gonna be pretty cool. Yeah, I really don't have too much going on. That's really it for announcements. Yeah, let's get into the nitty gritty, man. How was y'all's Thanksgiving?
It was pretty good. I didn't cook a thing. That was great.
I was the complete opposite. I actually cooked the turkey this year, the pork shoulder. I cooked a lot of the dishes this year. I was fucking proud.
I'm not gonna lie. I regret that I didn't make turkey wings because a lot of people just stuck to the turkey.
Was that a thing? Turkey wings for
Yeah, I love turkey wings.
for Thanksgiving though?
Yeah, actually, I've been
Yes.
hearing it quite a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
See, but that's a lot of people don't like the turkey because it's easy to dry out a whole turkey. You know what I'm saying? Just stick
Yeah,
with the wings.
That is very true though. Like turkey is like the driest of all meats. I swear to God. Pause.
That's why you're supposed to cook it upside down.
I mean, I cooked it this year in one of those bags, like one of those cooking bags. So all the moisture just kind of, you know, and then I just, yeah, I did that.
You based it.
My guy is proud of himself.
Yeah, you
I
trying
did
to,
that.
you trying to too, you know,
Cause like,
too
look,
excited.
man, I worked hard on it, bro. You know, I've never cooked a turkey before in my life.
Did you
And-
cut it?
Yes. No.
Okay. What?
I
You
let
were
my people
supposed
do
to
that.
cut it.
I know. I let my people do that. It was,
Oh man, that would have really.
Yeah.
it was because I was lit by that time.
Okay.
So he
Don't
would've
When
cut
I
it.
was, yo, I'm
You
You
telling
would've
would've
stars.
mangled it. No.
when I was eating Thanksgiving dinner, I was just like,
Damn. So you didn't even taste it because
No,
everything.
no,
is good
I
when you're
tasted
drunk.
everything, but I was just lit,
Everything
dude.
is good when you're drunk. I'm sorry. Just everything.
That's not true. Green bean casserole is not good when you're drunk. Don't try it.
Green beans are just nasty as a whole.
Whoa.
It was what was in the
Not
fridge.
too
So
bad. You must be a tomato lover. You love tomatoes, don't you?
I love
I mean,
tomatoes.
I like tomatoes, but I wouldn't say they're like my
wow,
favorite
you're like
vegetable.
the thousandth person that I met that doesn't like tomatoes.
Tomato, squash, zucchini.
Whoa, you are really effing it up. Squash and
Eggplant.
zucchini make a dish, bro.
No.
I mean,
It's a texture thing. I
Steam
don't
it
like
up.
it.
Hold on. How are you putting tomatoes in the same category as squash and zucchini, though?
Because it's the texture.
I don't know, bro.
It's the texture. It's nasty.
Tomatoes texture is kind of
Do
different.
you
from
like
squash.
grapes?
Yeah, I like grapes.
Grapes and tomatoes have very similar textures, if you ask me.
Nope. Tomatoes is very bland and slimy.
That's why you gotta add some seasonings. You know, slice up some tomatoes, put in some vinegar with some chicken seasoning.
See, that's too much.
Montreal.
That's too much. Do I add seasonings to grapes? No, cause I just eat the grapes.
No, I feel
Okay.
I ain't even gonna
Because
hold
even
y'all
that's
though.
you gotta know how to spice up food.
No.
See, that's what it be though. Yeah, you just have to know how
Exactly.
to spice it up. I added collard greens to the table this year with my family because we never done collard greens before. But I ain't gonna hold you. It's because I'm from white people. Like, white people
Okay,
just
that
don't.
makes so much sense.
Yeah, white people just aren't hip to the collard greens. But coming down here, I've gotten hip, and them jinx are bussin'. So
What did you put in your collard greens?
I didn't make those. I just gave them to my people. so
Okay,
they
but
cook
was
them.
there meat in the collard
Nah.
greens? Oh, nope, it wasn't finished.
Yeah, but
It
definitely
wasn't finished.
Did you?
Nah, I
no
just ate
chicken
just-
broth. No nothing.
Right, no chicken broth,
It
no
was-
fat back.
Yo, can y'all
Turkey-ness?
understand that I've never cooked it before in my life? I've only just eaten it.
But
wanna
let
hear
me
it.
give you ideas
You
for next
judge
year.
me over tomatoes,
Fair
I will judge you off your greens.
Look,
I
bro,
judge all families
So,
off their greens.
I just want to stop the show real quick to just point something out that I have won this war. Because this week somebody doesn't have a four-look.
I saw it taken out the bag earlier.
Ah, look how the mighty have fallen. This was just a pregame. Bye for local, baby.
Oh, whatever. It was worth a shot.
Hey,
Well,
it's my turn. Red Bull, you guys.
oh my
It's
God!
where it's
Now
at.
she wants to join the war.
It's
Jesus
where
Christ!
it's where it's at. Red
This
Bull.
is a disgusting war. Of
It
just,
gives you wings.
well, this has the Apex guy that makes you run fast.
Nobody cares.
That guy.
Yo, fun fact. A guy sued Red Bull back in 2011
Because it didn't give him wings.
Yeah. and he actually won.
I know.
He won, bro. That's the second time that a drink company has been sued and won.
And
over
this
some
is
dumb
why
shit.
you don't see it gives you wings
Sh-
anymore.
Shorty was just telling me that somebody's suing Kraft macaroni and cheese because their cheese, what was it, like, took longer to cook than it said on the box.
Bro, you
Bro,
can
people
sue,
are really
sue for
suing
the
people for
stupidest
you can
stuff.
sue for that
But
though.
here's the question. Here's the real question: Is that worth it? Is that lawsuit worth it?
If you
now
win,
gotta pay
I
all
can,
those
if
if
you
lawyers.
win-
I am poor and Kraft are millionaires and they can give me a good 25,000,
But
I take it.
you have to understand that you have to pay all these lawyer bills. So they might give you 25,000, but all your lawyer bills is gonna cost you 24.50.
Don't say
So
that.
you're probably not
Maybe,
gonna
I,
really
maybe
get
I
much
looked
from
up and got a good lawyer.
Yeah.
it. If you want a good lawyer, you're gonna have to pay good money. So,
But it's not always about what you know, it's who
Who you know. Yep.
well, good luck in that lawsuit to you versus Kraft macaroni and cheese for the stupidest, beyond stupidest thing that I've ever heard somebody try to sue a company
Hey,
for.
man. It's all on the label.
They've sued
If-
for dumber.
If you see it on the label, that is something that is their what's the word for it? That's their
Prerogative.
slogan. That's their slogan, their
Okay.
prerogative. They put it on there. You know what I'm saying? If it doesn't do what they say, then guess what? I'm suing you.
Oof. Yeah, people are just doing the most for the most reasons these days.
It's for money.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, because life is lived around money. If like, let's be honest, okay? Everybody in the world wants to be rich. Don't care what you say, who you are. You can tell me a million times, I don't care about money. You're full of it.
I don't care about money.
You're full of it.
I don't want to be rich. If I could move out of the United States and live in a village where I sustain life for
You're full of
myself,
it.
I would.
You're full of it.
I'm
Honestly,
not.
bro,
You're full of it.
I'm not.
as I get older, I realize that in the beginning, like before the
You're full of it.
kids,
I'm
before the
not.
kids, I wanted the Lambos. I wanted the girls I wanted girls everywhere. I wanted a pool full of
See.
Sour Patches at one point. I wanted that, but it's just now, as I get older, it's just like money only brings haters, motherfuckers that's trying to take it.
Like Biggie said, more money, more problems.
Yeah, bro.
Oh my God, you people
I-
and this more money, more fuck
I've
y'all.
seen more homeless
okay?
people with smiles on
Let's
their face.
be
than rich
real.
people.
Because let's be fucking real here, guys.
Yeah,
you
let's
can go
be
live.
real.
You can go live in this freaking village and have nothing, or you can live in a country on a big ass property that you own, and you can still do the same things that you want to go do in that fucking village, but you have money that you can sit on and not have to do
But
shit
the
else.
point is that the money means shit when I'm in my village because that money's not gonna do anything for me.
Yeah, it
for
don't
real.
mean nothing. It has no value.
I'm living in a village with no Balenciaga store around me, so if I go, I don't
my
have anywhere to
point-
spend it.
My point of it is, why you're telling me that you would much rather go live that than just be able to live on your own property, do whatever you want. You
Yeah,
still
'cause
live the
money
same
make you lazy.
lifestyle.
See, but that's the thing.
That's
Just
not
why
true.
do you feel
Money
like?
make you
Why do you
lazy.
feel like
That's
just
not
true.
because
You
I'm
just
saying
said
I
it.
want to live into
That's
a
not true.
village
You
that I
just-
don't want to live
that's
on
not
my own
true at all.
property?
Because what you just said, I want my own
I can
money.
have my own without having money along with it. I can have my own land. That could, for one, people inherit land. I can have my own land and be perfectly fucking fine.
Look, bro,
Yeah, bro.
I personally feel as if anybody who just hasn't gotten to that point of getting that much money in their life, they are gonna say that you don't need money in order to be happy, or you don't need money to live or whatever. That's just. I've never had that much money before in my life, but I can tell you that I would be so much happier if I did.
My imagination alone, it takes away the whole purpose of money. Like my imagination back then when I was a child, and my early teens, late teens, thinking, oh man, if I get $1 million, I can get me an Iron Man suit. I want a Batman suit. You know what I'm saying? I want a Batman car. But it's just like those things. Like we don't live in that. We don't live in those type of worlds. So that money would not do nothing for me. It would just be something to look at.
But like you just said, Monty, once again, if you had money, it would make you happier here. If you're somewhere where money doesn't matter, then it wouldn't matter. But we're in a country where money makes the world go round.
Well,
here.
I mean, that's because 95% of the world money makes the world go round.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Society, I mean, the general world population is turning to where money does make everything go round. But I feel
It's
like it
been
should
this
be.
way.
But it shouldn't be that way.
It
Take for
shouldn't,
instance, Russia. They've been saying Russia could do a cyber attack for years. If they did a cyber attack and shut everything down, we'd have no access to money. So you're trying to tell me that you're just gonna be miserable because you don't have money? No, you can make the best out of the life that you have
Or you can
because you don't have money anymore. Find the
can-
happiness elsewhere.
Or you can take the money that you have gotten, right? And you can take that loads of money, get you enough resources to where if something like this does happen, you're good to go.
But what is the money gonna mean? What is it really
At
gonna
that
mean
point,
at that point?
once that it happens, the money's not going to mean shit. But prior to that happening, the money's going to mean a tremendous amount to protect yourself. Whether it's just gaining resources,
Prior
getting
to that
cybersecurity,
prior
whatever.
to that happening.
Yeah, of course. But my point is that the money helped you prepare for that to happen.
But you can prepare for that to happen without money. Your brain, bro. Yes, you can.
Untrue.
Yes, you can.
You're only
You
gonna prepare,
have
but so
enough-
much they take. If they do a cyber attack on you,
Uh-huh.
you're fucked.
No, you're not completely fucked. Do you not understand that before years, when in the 80s, before computers were actually a thing? Me and
Well,
my
it's
aunt were
different now,
actually
though.
just talking about that. They used to do tests on on a paper test and everything all the time.
And I feel
That's
like
because back then they didn't have the technology.
back
It's called
then-
reverting back.
Yeah.
Now, unfortunately, that generation is going to eventually die off. If everything was to go to shit after that generation is gone, yeah, we probably would be fucked because we don't know anything. We didn't care to learn about that because, hey, it's easy for us. We got a calculator. We don't have to do long division on
I have
paper.
a butler to cook for me. I have a
No,
maid to
really.
clean. I have this to do that.
That's why we're
It's-
supposed to learn all of this shit before everything goes to shit because technology is man-made, bro.
money.
That
is-
shit's gonna crash.
Money has pros and cons, but right now it's more cons than it is pros.
Money is a man-made, it's imaginary.
Yeah.
Anything could be fucking money.
I used to tell my minorities out here, yo, The fact that we kill, steal, and do all this shit for money, and every dollar bill, these motherfuckers on the dollar bill are slave owners.
Really?
And killed our people, and we will kill our own people for just to have those dollars.
Ridiculous.
That right there is America's slap in the face to
See,
all minorities.
Because
right
I just
there.
feel like you guys just instantly just always want to paint money as the root of all evil when it's not always the root
I
of
don't
all.
want to point it.
That's
no.
all
It bring-
everybody's
it bring-
doing
it
right
brings
now.
out
Everybody
evil.
everybody is
It brings
literally
out
just
evil.
telling me all the
Because-
negatives that could happen.
Because intention has a lot to do with everything. So you can have money and have an evil intention and do evil with that money. You can have a good intention and do good with that money. However, the fact is money is the root to all of the evil. Because to be completely honest with you, a lot of the stuff that all of these evil individuals are able to do, they're able to do it because they have access to that money.
Yeah, just like how good people who are doing good things have access to money.
You're right, but this is why we say that it's the root to all evil.
Yeah,
Because
it brings
they
out
have
the-
they
it
brings
brings
it
out the
out. They
best
have
or
access to
worst.
do that now.
I'm gonna ask you like this.
This is why money shouldn't even exist in my. Let's go back to bartering, bro. Hey, you have this, we have this.
I give
you
you
can
that
use
big.
it. Like
You give
I
me
got
Duggar.
copper, you got wheat. Give me some of this wheat, and I'll give you some of this copper, and we'll both be good.
Yeah, but I mean, you gotta think like this, bro. If you had $1 million right now, what would you do with it?
You
Oh
don't
my
know.
God, are we going back to this fucking question?
No,
He don't know.
No,
He doesn't
I
know.
say it like that because if you tell any other person that, like you said, that don't have money, that's never been used to it, they wouldn't be like, oh, well, I would, build up charities or help a Boys and Girls Club or do this or do that for people that live like I live. They wouldn't do that. The first thing they're going to be like, I'm going to buy a big-ass house, a nice-ass car, I'm going to Chanel,
I
Balenciaga,
do want a
my
big ass house, though.
Gucci. But that's the thing.
So let me ask y'all this. When it comes down to it, right? When the end of the world starts coming, who do you think are gonna actually survive?
The homeless.
They're gonna be the first dead. What are you talking
I
about?
don't believe that.
Nope.
They're
I
more
get what she's
prepared than
saying.
the rest of us.
Technically.
But,
'Cause he's
but
rich.
understand my question though. Who's really going to survive? Say that there's a big asteroid about to hit Earth, and they have like 2 months to get everybody.
The
As
hungry.
many people. No,
The
the rich are gonna get off the
I'm gonna
Earth.
tell you why.
The rich are gonna
I'ma
get
tell you
off
why
the
that-
Earth.
I'm
bro.
gonna tell you
They
why.
are not gonna take a whole bunch of homeless bums and
Bro.
take them
What
to
is
Mars.
that
You
show
guys are wrong.
called on Netflix?
Bro.
It's pretty much like post-apocalyptic. After the humans then fucking destroy the Earth and robots are coming back to Earth to pretty much survey it after everything that went down and everything. Like, bro,
Bro, I'm gonna put it like this. You put a motherfucker that's hungry that ain't never got shit, and you tell them the asteroid is coming. Them rich people are dead. They're dead. There's not enough bodyguards in the
This is
world
what
that's
it-
gonna protect
this
you.
is what one episode showed. It
They're-
showed
they're
that because
going to
they were like, so who were the last humans to be alive? Oh yeah, it was these really rich people that pretty much had like this little big yacht shit on the
I
ocean.
know what you're talking
And they were like, they were gonna feed off of the fish in the ocean, but of course the fish started avoiding that damn location because it wasn't a yacht; it was a stationary goddamn place. So the fish is like, yeah, we're not gonna go there because they're eating us.
Yeah.
Duh. So they
So,
end up dying
hold
off.
on, so hold
The
up,
point
so,
is that
so
they may
y'all-
have the money, but not the true
so
knowledge.
y'all feel like the majority of rich people don't have the survival
They
skills
do not.
necessary.
They do not. You put them in. You
So,
put them in
hold
the
up,
junk.
hold up.
All
See,
they
this
know
is
is
where-
to
this
use
is
their
a-
money
no,
to
see,
purchase things
No,
for
see,
their
this is
survival.
where y'all are getting it fucked up. Y'all are talking about the privileged kids who didn't work for that money.
No.
Y'all think that everybody just got
No,
rich off of
no.
fucking.
No, I mean,
See, this is where
But-
y'all are getting it fucked up
Bro.
because there's millions of rich people out here. I'm sorry, not millions, but there's thousands of rich people out here who have killer instincts, who know how to survive,
Bro.
and they got their money because they knew how to
And those
survive.
people are giving back to those that
yeah,
don't know.
they're teaching others.
They're
So then what the
exactly,
fuck are
they're
you saying?
spreading
What-
the knowledge.
what we're
The
saying
ones
is
that
y'all are
don't
speaking
spread the
absolute
knowledge.
Hold on.
bullshit to me.
The
bro.
ones that are worried about themselves.
Bro, yeah, bro, that's what we saying, bro.
Yeah,
There's
I'm
people
not
that are good.
understanding.
There are people that are
Then
good
what are
with
you
money.
saying? Explain it.
I'm trying to explain to y'all that y'all are saying that rich people, all rich people, are not gonna have any type of survival instincts like broke people.
All
would.
rich people
Not
are.
all rich people were just born rich. Some
That's
rich
like
people
saying
got rich
all-
in life because
That's
they
like
worked
saying
for that
all white people are racist and all black people are violent. Of course, we know that it's not a general all, but if we're gonna say majority, it is majority, because majority of the people that are rich had it handed down to them.
But it's not even.
majority.
It's not
Now
even-
you do have those that really made it out
Actually,
the mud,
we're
and then
in-
they provide. But no, and then I
We're
gotta
in
admit,
2022 now. There's actually kids who
A
are like 10
legacies.
years old making fucking millions.
I can't
Yeah,
lie. It's
and
a
I'm
lot of
coming for
legacies
them
now.
first.
and their
Let an
parents didn't
asteroid
do
come
shit
to this
for 'em.
earth. I'm
It's a
taking
lot
all
of
that
legacies
shit.
now. So we have a lot of people that made it out the mud, but they're handing it down to their kids, their grandkids. But as long as you're still instilling how you made it out the mud, then you don't have to worry about them not making an apocalypse. You know what I'm saying? It's all about what you're teaching your kids. This is what back to the legacy situation. Like legacies are so fucking important.
It's all at the end of the day, bro. It's all pros and cons when it comes to money.
It is.
Who's true intentions? Are you one of the motherfuckers gonna get money and shit on motherfuckers? Or are you gonna be the one to get money and actually help the world?
Yeah, I
Again,
guess
is the root.
I guess it just really depends on who you are. Me personally, I'd rather just be the dude getting money. I don't care what anybody else says or how it makes anybody feel about me. When I get enough to do what I want to do, then I'm gonna be able to help other people do what they want to do. But in order to do that, I have to have the finances to do that, right? So, y'all can hate money all y'all want, but I see
I don't
the
hate
good.
money. I need money.
I see the good in it.
Ain't
It
that
just
how-
seems like
ain't that how
everybody
you said
hates
old
on
dirty
money
bastard?
so hard. Like everybody hates on getting rich. Everybody hates on the rich.
I don't
Everybody just
hate
seems to
on
hate
getting
on it
rich.
so
I don't
fucking
hate-
much.
I want to be rich one day. I
I
want to
don't-
have
Y'all
money.
just
like
literally
old dirty-
sat here and told me that.
No,
"Oh, I don't
listen,
care about being
this is
rich
what
and
I'm
getting
saying.
money."
If I'm elsewhere, then no, I
Shut
wouldn't
the
care.
fuck up. If
Unfortunately,
y'all
I'm
had the
here, so I
option to be
need money
rich or
to
broke,
survive.
I don't care. I don't
Unfortunately,
care.
I'm here, so I need money to be
Bruh,
extremely
I
successful
don't
here.
care what
If I was elsewhere, I wouldn't need
idiots.
that same money, bro. I wouldn't need it.
I don't care what any of y'all say. If y'all had the option to be broke or rich, you're gonna pick rich any fucking time.
No.
Don't care.
No, it depends on how I'm
Y'all are
living.
full of
Right
shit.
now,
Y'all are full
yes,
of
I
shit. Don't
choose
care.
being
Oh,
rich.
man.
Don't care. Y'all full of it.
I
Don't
just
care.
wouldn't want to be rich.
Don't care.
I got. Bro,
I'd rather be comfortable. Put it that way.
Eric, you don't want to be rich. Why did you start investing into crypto?
Whoa, you
I
invested in
invested.
crypto.
Hold on. I invested in
How
crypto.
excited were you when all that? I know exactly. You know what I'm talking about.
okay.
You wanted
Yeah,
to
you're
make
full of
bank,
shit
bro.
too.
I wanted to make
Yeah,
bank.
you're full of
but,
shit too.
But hold on.
Exactly.
Everybody that's on my Facebook have seen.
Case given.
Everybody that's on my Facebook has seen what I would do with the money. Like she said, I wanted to start my own society where people, like you said, a barter
You a
system.
Kanye.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I wanted people, the doctors that actually wanted to be doctors, not because they make $300,000 a year,
But because they
The-
care.
but the builders that actually like building, the teachers that actually like teaching.
Okay,
like,
so
I wanted to build something like that.
The point is, you wanted to get rich so you could help other people, right?
Yeah,
So
because
there was
my,
good in
my
that money, right?
intentions, my intentions were good with the money.
Oh, he just made it so obvious about how money is indeed the root to all evil. Like he just said, he wanted to employ doctors that actually wanted to help, teachers that actually wanted to
Yeah,
teach.
like I didn't
There are
want.
people that go and clock in every day just because they need that money to fucking survive, not because they care about their
But
damn
yeah,
job.
like it's a lot of people
Not
that don't
because
like
they care.
that shit.
All right, so there's yes,
That's
I
how
agree.
money
So
becomes the root to
I
all
think
evil.
I think that especially when it comes into certain fields. So like I want to say I want to get into the medical field, right? Because I feel like there's doctors who give a fuck and doctors who just don't. That there's doctors who are there for the check. They did their years of medical school and they're there for the check. And then there's doctors who are there who really genuinely want to help people. But I don't personally. I just don't trust doctors anyway because I don't be knowing.
Let
to
me
me
tell
personally,
you,
it's
don't
just
nobody know your body like you know your body. You can go to these doctors and tell them exactly what you're experiencing and everything, but they'll never be able to really say, oh, this is what it is, because they're not you. You know your body more than anything. This is coming from a pharmacy technician. I have seen so many medications being prescribed to individuals that aren't necessarily necessary. It's just because you said this to a doctor, so they're just going to assume that this is what you thought. No.
I mean, how many times we look on Google with symptoms and we be like, fuck, we got brain cancer.
Bro, people look at my mom like she is crazy because she'll go out into these fields and people's yards and stuff and pick out plants out of their yards. But let me tell you something. That's what everybody needs to be doing, for real, for real. Because if you want to heal yourself, do it naturally, in my opinion.
I agree
Try
with
to
that
do it
too.
naturally first before you try to just jump onto these chemicals because they could be
It's-
doing more harm than
and-
they are help.
It's crazy because I was just talking to my moms about that like not too long ago. So I feel like drugs are really fucking people up when there's things that they could be doing like on their own, like for instance for body pain and shit. Yoga helped me with my back, my hips.
Mm-hmm.
It helped me a tremendous amount. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. And I was trying to tell that because my mom has a lot of body issues and stuff like that. So I'd be trying to tell her like, do yoga, do stretches, do this, do that. But she's always just so focused on trying to get her drugs and medicine and stuff like that. And it's like, and for her anxiety and stuff like, it's like you have to do stuff on your own to get through these things. Like, you can't just solely focus on drugs to fix your problems.
But like you were
Because
saying,
drugs are not gonna fully fix your problems.
but like she was saying, it's just so ironic that another person can tell you, "Oh, you have ADHD," or you have a problem. You have this. You have that. Like, yo.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
a lot of doctors started misdiagnosing people with ADHD.
Yeah. Like
And I feel like
I feel
doctors
like people
misdiagnose
misdiagnose
people
with
a
autism
lot.
too.
Ooh,
See, but this,
okay.
but this
I
is the
feel
reason
that.
why I
That's a
feel it,
tough one.
because the autism is such a large spectrum. It is a very large spectrum. So to say that you're autistic is I feel like that's an easy. They made it such a large spectrum to make it easier to just, hey, we'll just give you this. You need this med to help you with whatever issue you're experiencing mentally.
Yeah.
I think
Big Pharma, I'm telling you, they getting a lot
I think
out of y'all.
yeah, I think you really gotta be careful who your doctor is, because some doctors really are just in for the check. They don't really care. They'll just be like, oh, you're feeling this? All right, well, I'm just going to say you're diagnosed with this. We're going to prescribe you with a whole bunch of drugs and pills and just start fucking your brain up. I just feel like a lot of drugs have long-term effects that could really fuck you up through time.
I feel like everybody should research plants and what properties they have and what they can do to help you. Because honestly, if you were to go the aspect of actually foraging the plants that grow out of the ground next to your house every day that you didn't even know,
Yeah.
you'd have natural medicine every day.
Like, I want to really talk about like anxiety pills and depression pills, especially, because those are, I want to say those specifically, doctors will have you switch up medications if one's not working. So I feel like through time, as you're taking these medications, they're fucking with your brain. Like,
your
there's
body gets
chemicals like that
acclimated.
are.
Your brain, your kidneys,
Yeah,
your
it's like
liver,
messing with your
everything.
body, and then you're switching medicines a lot. So it's like now you have, you know what I'm saying, you probably didn't flush out your system from all the old stuff.
Because you got to
So-
understand, you're putting foreign objects inside your
Yeah,
body. These are
yeah.
chemicals that weren't naturally in your body, so
Yeah.
now your body's going to respond to that.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm a fan of the natural supplement type of
Definitely.
deals. Like,
Get
give
an
me like herbs
apothecary.
and yeah, give me that type of stuff. Like, I'll heal from that, because I feel like drugs are just they're just made to fuck you up. Honestly.
However, I will say certain things will require probably like a chemical med. Like, take for instance, if you have like a severe back injury.
Oh yeah, I mean, like pain medicine.
Yeah,
I get
you're
it.
gonna
Like,
need something.
I
big.
get that. Like, I get the pain medicine, but it was really just like the depression pills, anxiety pills, and stuff like
yeah,
that.
your
feel
body
just,
actually does a lot that you.
Yeah.
like it works for itself. You
'Cause,
actually don't have to do a lot to your body.
I mean, I
you just gotta give it time.
I went through like a small portion of my life where I had to start trying different medicines for my anxiety and stuff like that, and it made me just not I'm not the type of guy who wants to take pills anyway. I'm just not a depression pills, all that. It's not my route. Personally, I'll just smoke a lot of weed and I'll be okay. I'll be good to go.
Smoke a lot of weed.
I mean, I'm just being real, man. So let's talk about what we were talking about last week, man. The question that I'm gonna ask is what do you consider selling your soul, bro? Like, what is the line of selling your soul?
Changing your personality, who you are, how you were raised for a profit. Like, for instance, you see a lot of these actors that we used to grow up to, that we used to use as inspiration. Look at their backstory, and you got these media companies putting them in dresses, or doing things that we necessarily wouldn't expect them to do. I feel like that's selling yourself, aka selling your soul for money. Like, changing who you are. You never know how many people are looking at you, or looking up to you.
Well, you have to understand, bro. Like, when it comes to like the acting field, especially, like, I mean, even when I was in like middle school, like there was like we had a play where the one dude, he dressed up like a girl in the play, and I think when it comes to acting, it's just like you have to be open to doing certain things, but like, because it's acting, it's art. So I get it. I do see they dress a lot of black men specifically up in women's clothing through time. I've seen this a lot. Yes, a lot more.
I mean,
But
back in the day, that's what they used to call buck breaking. They would take those inspirational leaders and those ones that would get a crowd and kind of uplift everybody and be like, you know what? Cool, we break him, all the other ones will follow. So, in that sense, like, watching our leaders and stuff like that back down or get shut down or canceled and stuff like that, I respect that more than motherfuckers being sellouts. Like, oh, we gave him $10 million to put on a skirt, a push-up bra, and some heels. Like, I don't respect people like that. Now, that is your sexuality, then I understand that.
So,
but if I seen LeBron, if I seen LeBron put on a wig, a push-up bra, and a skirt and some heels, I wouldn't respect.
I'm not gonna lie to you. When I think about that, I think of Tay Diggs. That is a great actor. I mean, one of the greatest. That man goes down in history books, if you ask me. Tay Diggs is a great actor.
I don't know who that is.
However, you don't know who Tay Diggs is? What? Okay,
Alright, give me a movie.
Best Man, Brothers, 8 Mile, not 8 Mile, Malibu's Most Wanted.
Oh yeah. And he's from the Wood too.
Yeah, the Wood. That's what I meant. The Wood, not Brothers. 4 Brothers. That's what I was thinking. But the Wood. Tay Diggs.
The bald dude, like he's like
Yes.
really big.
Yeah, that's Tay Diggs.
Oh. Okay.
Take for instance, I just saw an Instagram post on the Shade Room when he was dancing in a one piece type thing, and a lot of people would probably look at him like, "Oh, he's suspect." But we all know he with April Jones, so he definitely likes women type thing. But it's just because he's an actor and he enjoys the craft. When you're an actor, a lot of times you have like this detachment. You
that's what I'm saying.
You aren't who you act
That's
like
what I'm
at all.
saying. So,
But I'm saying it like this. You see a lot of people change who they are. Now acting, I understand. Acting, I get it. You gotta take different roles. You gotta do different shit
But
like that.
you're using
get it.
comedians, and these are acting.
But at the same
positions.
time, I would love to find out the bigger details of who came up with this.
I would
they,
too.
If did they come up with it, or did someone come up with it for them and be like, "Yo, Martin Lawrence, I know you got the Martin Show. You comedian all around the world. I got $100 million to play Big Mama. You dress up as a big granny." Or did Martin Lawrence be like, "Yo, I got this funny idea. It's gonna be a comical relief." Like, I want to see those.
well, I mean, don't you think that he had like full say in if he wanted to do it or not? Like, it's not like he didn't have a
he
choice.
But I
definitely
sometimes,
said okay to it.
I sometimes believe that people allow money to, like,
I mean,
if
but-
somebody came, like, I feel like,
But
so if
let's
somebody
make-
came to you and was like, "Monty, I'll give you $50 million. You're gonna represent your engineering, your producing, but from now on, you're gonna wear a dress everywhere you go."
No. See, but that's one thing. But that's not what happened there. What happened there was
Who
a
knows?
movie idea came up. Martin Lawrence was on the rise, and it was like, "Hey, this is the movie idea." He was probably like, "All right, that's funny. Let's do it."
But
And
why
it
would
turned
he-
him into a
but
star
Why would he need those type of movies when he got movies like Life, Blue Street? Could we
because
do-
he's a comedian who wanted to do something funny.
But that's what I'm saying. If I personally knew that, okay, he came up with the idea and they just didn't be like, "Oh yeah, this is what we want you to do now." I just don't respect it sometimes. And it's not just about being in a dress or acting like a woman. It's just some things that I know for a fact people wouldn't do on their own occasion. They just do it for money.
Well, all right, so let me ask you about, like, so for instance, like Logan Paul, right? That's not even an actor, but
Mm-hmm.
Who is that?
you don't know Logan
The
Paul.
Logan and Jake Paul, the
Jake
annoying ass
Paul,
brothers.
Logan Paul.
I'm clueless.
They fought Floyd and fought all these.
Oh!
Nate
no, I know who you're talking
Robinson
about.
and all that.
Okay.
That's Jake, but
I'm here. All right, continue. I got it.
Okay, so fucking Logan Paul. It seems as if after that situation that happened overseas or whatever,
with the tree.
yeah. So after that happened, it seems like he had like this whole shift of how he acts on camera, off camera. So, do you feel like somebody like that? Do you think he's selling his soul to try to keep his fame?
Yeah.
What
I mean,
happened
he
with the
said
tree?
it. So he went to
Japan.
yeah, he went to Japan, and they have this thing called like the Suicide Forest,
Mhm.
and
I remember
that's
that.
when he was doing his vlogs. He wasn't even big time in YouTube. He was just doing vlogs, and he went over there and he was vlogging, and I don't know if he noticed it or not, but he had a person that was hanging in the tree, like somebody had committed suicide
Oh my.
in the forest, and they caught it on camera. And so a lot of people are like, "Yo, that's kind of disrespectful. You disrespecting the culture, or you disrespecting the legend." Like,
How was that disrespecting the culture?
was just like-
it's called Suicide
it's-
Forest.
it's
You should
pe-
expecting to see something.
it's
like
because
that.
people are sensitive, man.
Yeah,
God.
I mean,
it's
people are-
called
it's
Suicide
because
Forest for a
I
reason.
think simply it was because a YouTuber caught it on their vlog, and
Yeah.
people just don't. A lot of people typically don't like YouTubers anyway.
But
so
that's the thing about a camera. You're gonna catch anything that's around you.
But
You have no
people-
control
and
over
that's-
that.
yeah, but I think the problem was is that they went there in the first place and then vlogged it.
I mean,
Like that's the problem with again.
but
and
that's
how-
just like
and how
that's
they,
just
like,
like
carried the
Bloody
vlog.
Mary and freaking what's his name Candyman. When people sit in the mirror and they say record themselves saying it in the mirror like 3 times just to see if he appears type thing.
Yeah, I
This
did
guy
that before,
maybe
though.
wanted to go to
He did.
Suicide Forest just to see if it was gonna make him want to commit suicide.
I mean, why would you want to even try that?
I mean, people do crazy
Yo,
things.
people do
Why
shit.
would you do Bloody Mary if you feel like people were being murdered from that?
It's
This is
just
my
like-
point. It's the curiosity. You
But
don't
yeah.
believe it's true.
I feel like a lot of things, as you get, more wealthy, more famous, and well known, people, their whole personality switch, and it's scripted, and you're selling who you are naturally. Like me personally, I don't give if this podcast right here, like I know one day it's gonna take off. It's going to take off, and somebody's gonna notice and be like, "Yo, we want this on this main network. We want to do this, that, and the third, da 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 da." And someone was like, "Oh, yo, so from now on, you're not allowed to speak on women the way you do. You're not allowed to speak on sports the way you do. You're not allowed to speak on certain topics." I feel like, and they'd be like, "Well, if you want this check, then you won't speak on it." I feel like that right there is selling your soul because that's not you. I don't care how much money in the world there is. I'm
I
not
agree
gonna
with
stop.
that.
I can agree,
I agree with that.
but there's also like, for instance, all right. So I'm gonna use myself for an example. As we know, I'm a person with no filter. Don't care. I'll say whatever. But if there was an opportunity to better my life, and I knew that I was going to be on this long contract with this company, but this opportunity can better my life, I'm going to take the opportunity. It's going to better my life. So I'll shut my mouth for 2 years.
I mean, yeah, for the betterment, but like he was just saying, if it's not bettering you,
If it's
then
really just because I'm just trying to,
Like look at a Dave Chappelle situation. Look at what he did and what happened to
see,
him.
that's just a tough situation. Nothing happened to him though. He got canceled and then came back and
He
then
got
canceled again.
He got canceled for
and then
what
came
though?
back.
He got canceled for what? Because he did not want to do what they wanted him to do.
Right, because they wanted him to do some shit he was just not comfortable with, and they were like, "Oh, we really think you should do it." He was like, "No, never
I
mind."
feel like
I'm
that
out."
should make all of us like citizens look at media way different. It's like these people are sitting here telling us, "Hey, if we don't obey these mofos, then we're not going to be able to give you content." And we're just we're just going to find somebody else that's giving us content.
Yeah.
Rather
Yeah,
than
Instead of
going,
stick to your guns.
wait, that's kind of weird. I like what he was giving me. It's not like he was giving me some, like giving me some type of bad influence or something. I feel like we
Yeah.
kind of just go with the flow too much.
Yeah, I mean, I really do feel like if something was going to demoralize my values, then I can't do it. Then I just morally can't do it. But if it's something that I'm just like, all right, well, they don't want me to talk about whatever this certain thing, it's not really going to affect me too much.
I mean, I
shut
see
the
this-
fuck up on that topic.
I
for
see
a
the
couple
same
of
thing.
little
I see the
while.
same
It's
thing with
not a big deal.
female artists. Women got beautiful voices, beautiful messages and stuff like that. But they'll go to the girl that got the ass out, titties out. I'll be sucking dick, doing
Oh my
this.
gosh! So I was just talking
And-
to somebody about this about
and-
Megan
and-
Thee Stallion, because he was like, Megan only raps about her vagina
She
and
looks like
how
a
she
horse.
can. But Paul, wow. Well, maybe that's why her name is Megan Thee Stallion. I mean, hey,
Fucking seahorse in the making.
it's okay because people like seahorses. Somebody obviously loved Megan's ass. Either way,
Party.
however, she has a lot of songs that are just like talking about being a bad bitch and fucking all of these guys type thing. However, if you listen to her album, she actually has songs that actually mean some shit. You know what I'm saying? But they don't promote that. They don't
wouldn't
push
promote
that.
it.
Her label isn't gonna push the
That's
songs that
because
actually mean
that's the
some
shit that don't sell.
Exactly.
That's the shit that don't sell. The
But-
sex and all that shit sells. That's what people want to hear now.
Why do y'all want the
now,
lowest
wait,
of
wait.
the low?
See, now that's where I'm seeing even people at the local level. Y'all are already selling your souls because y'all are already talking about the shit that they're talking about in the famous music and shit
Let
like
me
that
tell
because you
you.
know that people want to hear it.
I was thinking about this earlier.
Then you just
I
cancel
need
yourself.
some more local 757 R&B artists to pop out because it's not enough. I feel like R&B is dying,
Well-
and R&B was like the life of everything.
Well,
I feel like it is dying.
90s R&B. Yeah, I mean, I heard actually one of the artists from the Spit and Spar. He had a real nice 90s style feel to him. Dude was nice. I give it to him. Yeah, I want to see more. I want to see more of that too, though. I'm not gonna lie.
I need
'cause
more
it's just
R&B.
a lot of
I
trap
feel like
rappers and
everything
shit.
is trap, drill, rapping nowadays. Like, where are the girls that sing about love, the guys that sing about how he want to do it? Oh, I'm sorry that I cheated on you, or I want to do right by you, or I want to love. Like, where are the good R&B songs? This is the reason why our generation doesn't
It's
care
just
about
not-
love
Yeah,
anymore.
It's
I mean,
this is why. Yeah, you're right.
it's
We
just,
don't care about
you're
love
right.
no more because we don't have the music to push it.
Yeah.
Music inspires a lot.
it's because the bread, bro.
Tell me why.
It's the bread.
Tell me why, Monty. Hey, Monty.
Cause fuck that bitch. That's why.
Fuck that bitch.
No, I think
wow.
it's just simply because life is darker these days. Everything is darker. Everything
Life
is
has
more
been the
violent.
same. Ain't nothing new under the sun. Life has been this dark for God knows how
I think-
long.
I think-
However,
No,
it's
this
all
is
about how
untrue.
think
you
it's
view
more-
it.
Untrue.
I
This
think
is
now-
It's all about
untrue.
how you
This
view it.
is untrue. Media was not this dark back in the
No,
80s.
no. It wasn't.
Media
no,
was
it
dark
was that
back, you
dark,
just
but
didn't
a lot
know.
of eyes couldn't
No,
get
was
to it.
not.
Let me tell you, I saw
lot-
something. I
a
just
lot of
saw a
eyes
video
couldn't
not
see
too
that.
long ago when he was talking about propaganda during World War
Mainstream
II.
media.
Propaganda during World War II, all you absolutely knew was the bad shit about Germany. You weren't gonna hear anything else because the internet didn't exist. All you were gonna see is the commercials that you saw on
What was
TV.
put out?
Versus
Yeah,
now you have
alright,
the
you
internet,
have a
so
point,
you
you
have,
have
a
a
mix
point.
of everybody
Back-
from all over the world.
Okay, so I'm gonna say from back from like the 40s to like the 70s, there was a lot of real fucked up darkness going
Propaganda has
on.
always been
Yeah.
bullshit.
But I feel like it lightened up. Like I don't know. I just feel like the 80s was just an era of just like
Drugs.
superhero was like superhero shit. No, I'm talking about media. See, everybody always wants to look at everything all negative shit, man. All right.
Hey,
I'm
drugs
talking about
Whoa,
mainstream
never
media. I'm
mind.
talking about mainstream media. Yes, there was a crack epidemic, all that extra shit. Yes, we all know about all that. I'm talking about just mainstream media of what they were putting out. The style of what was being put out was brighter. It just seemed more.
Yeah,
like-
because everybody was high.
It wasn't even that. It's just because people didn't have a voice. Back then, you didn't have thousands of podcasts just telling people about your opinion. Back then, you didn't have social medias that can really go in. Social media is like an open diary.
Yeah,
You
and
can put anything you want out there.
that's
And
what it is. Is
you
that
didn't have that.
back then, yes, not everybody had the platform that everybody can have now.
All you had is that linear message that the government was feeding to everybody,
Yeah.
which is the reason why everybody believed
Okay, I
that
feel it.
And
I feel it.
assumptions.
everything was evil outside
Like,
of the United
oh man, I
States.
think they doing that. Oh man, I think she doing that.
Exactly.
Okay, that's all you had back then was assumption.
Now you
Now
have
you
way
see it.
more.
It was right there.
You
and
have
open.
people from Afghanistan that are living there and showing you exactly what the hell is going on
I'm
over
gonna
there
tell you how.
versus what America's telling us.
I'm gonna tell you how ignorant I thought the world was. Man, I thought back in the day, Africa was the worst place you could ever live.
I feel like it was nothing but
Because
poor,
in the
poor
mornings-
hungry people.
In the mornings, they'll show those little commercials with the babies with
In
the flies and yeah, bro. Like the shit used to terrify me. I was like, I ain't never going to Africa. Fuck that. I'm not African American. But now you look at it and you actually do research. Man, that shit is beautiful, bro. They got the same spots of poverty that every other place has.
No, Africa is actually a lot of desert.
But have you seen the cities?
Oh yes,
The cities are
But the deserts
amazing.
itself are still beautiful because you have little beaches on the deserts, and I think that is freaking amazing.
You know what I'm saying? This shit, like, the world is
Africa has some
is
really
a real
pretty
beautiful
desert
place, but
beaches.
people like to depict what you want to see and what you can't see.
Okay, I agree
Fun
with
fact:
you guys on
the
that.
desert used to actually be an ocean. They found whale fossils in there
I believe that.
with legs.
Grand Canyon used to be
Woo!
part of those.
Crazy, right?
Whoa! All right, I'm gonna go on to the next question that we got here. This is actually a good question. It's like, what do you feel like are the responsibility of your friends, or you as a friend? What is your responsibility to other friends? What are the limits? What are do's, don'ts, things that are absolutely necessary, things that are absolutely not? As being a friend.
Like both three said, man, you might piss you off, but I'm gonna correct you. If you don't like it, you don't like it. Like as a dude, you ain't taking care of your kid, I'ma speak on it. You ain't treating your, you know what I'm saying, you putting your hands on your lady, I'ma speak on it. You ain't getting your ass up and taking care of yourself, washing your ass, eating properly, doing something for yourself, I'ma speak on it.
So but like, is there like a line between like trying to help your homie and just trying to really control your home, or like tell your homie how to live type of shit? Or like, cause like I know that there's situations where like somebody's trying to help you, but for real, it's really just them trying to tell you how to live your life.
Okay, I got a perfect
You see
example.
what I'm saying?
I got a homie right now. He in a situation. He's always been in a situation. We've been like this since since we met in boot camp. You know what I'm saying? Like, He love women with fat asses. They can have the most horrendous faces.
Poison.
Horrendous. They can have the most horrendous faces or
You said
shitty.
it in the damn song.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
just saying,
my brother,
no,
bro.
but
That's like my brother, bro.
like,
My brother just likes a fat
horrible
ass.
faces, horrible attitudes, nothing going for themselves, but all he sees is a fat ass. And I would have to tell him, like, yo, bro, there's more than life than that. He was like, bro, I get it. It looked good. It looked good in jeans. It looked good.
It may look good outside of jeans. However,
Bro, it's more to that. Like, and I ain't even gonna put his name out, but recently he messed with a girl before he got stationed out to Italy. Messed with a girl, NSU player, fat ass, shit like that, got her pregnant. I told him, I said, yo, bro, eventually this shit's gonna catch up with you. You're gonna get a girl pregnant that you don't really want to deal with. Now you got a son by a woman that you want nothing to do with. Now
God
you didn't bring
ways.
a boy, a potential man eventually in this world to by a woman that you don't want to deal with. Now how's that boy gonna feel? How is he gonna look at the world? How is he gonna perceive everything?
I feel like that he just has to learn how to manage dealing with that woman, showing her a certain amount of respect, regardless of how much respect she may give him, just so he can teach his son.
No, but I'm saying this in general. But that's as a friend. That's why I be like, yo, you fucked up. And
Yeah,
as a
he
friend,
did
as a
fuck up,
homie,
but-
any other homie be like, yeah, bro, you scored, bro. You know what I'm saying? And like when we were younger, we would do shit like that. Like
Yeah.
when we were real young, we be like, hey, bro, you hit, hey, you know what I'm saying? But as I got older, I was like, yo, you can get something. Some motherfuckers ain't checking themselves. Some motherfuckers trying to set you up. Some of these motherfuckers ain't got shit going for themselves.
I
He
feel
might
that
have
though.
fucked
I
up, but
feel
he
that.
can definitely fix that fuck up.
Cause back when I was like high school, coming out of high school, it was always just like straight props for
It was
like,
brownie
oh, you fucked that
points.
bitch. Oh yeah. Now it's like, wait, you fucked that bitch? Did you fuck her raw?
Yeah,
And
that
then
means
they
you be like,
wonder
oh,
why
hell.
bitches say
Like, wait,
niggas
what?
ain't shit.
Huh?
Yeah.
Like, wait, what? Why are you
But
asking me that
at
question?
the same time, I do that with my female friends as well. Like if I know you just got out of an abusive relationship, and as soon as a guy tells you pretty or buys you flowers, and now I'm spending the night over his house.
I do.
Oh,
I
come
be,
on
now.
I be tough on
Don't
some
do
of my
that.
female friends though. Like,
Yeah.
cause some of my female friends, I feel like they need my toughness, cause like
I'm not gonna lie.
No, really.
nobody wants to tell them the real shit, like of really like.
Let me tell you something. I genuinely feel as if a woman and a woman and a man, regardless of whether or not you're in a relationship, you still need a friendship that's of the opposite sex. Because they'll be able to feed you more. They'll be able to feed you a type of knowledge that your lover may not be able to feed you. Because they're giving you something from a lover's perspective versus a friend's perspective.
Well, it really depends though. Like it really depends on the situation, cause I mean, majority of the time, guys will fuck the girl that they're friends with.
Wow. Okay. Well, he doesn't have high expectations of you guys.
No, this is just what it is.
I'm
Like, guys,
trying to give you guys the benefit of the doubt.
how many
but
female
he
friends do you
said-
have that you
Huh? Did I wanted to or I have?
wanted to,
I mean,
but just never gave you that?
Probably all of them.
I got pretty ass.
Probably
Yeah,
all of them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow, you guys make me feel bad.
But-
I don't
but-
want to date.
But it's like one of those things.
Because
like, women are naturally attractive. Like I can't. Yo, you look
I
good.
see,
And
but
that's
that's
what
the
y'all.
thing.
That's what
I
y'all
can
don't get,
always
man.
say, this is something that women have to understand. Men are going to be attracted to women just as women are attracted to men. The only difference is a lot of times a man will feel more inclined to express his attractiveness to a female than a woman is to express it to a man. A
Not all
woman
the
can
time.
see a man and just be in her head like, damn, he fine. But a man more than likely will go to his, hey dog, did you see her ass? You know what I'm saying? Like they
So
gotta.
you
they gotta
telling me
go-
you don't be going to
they
your
gotta-
female friends like, girl, he is fine.
If I just came across somebody who was fine and my friend wasn't there to see it, no, I'm not just about to be like, yo, I just saw this fine ass nigga. No, I'm just
See
gonna
those type
Now,
of
if
women.
my friend
Those
was
type
there-
of women. Those type of women. I gotta inspect because those are the sneaky ones.
really.
Those are the ones that will cook you a meal, bathe you, got everything right for you, might even fuck you, and then be like, yeah, I'm about to go to Walmart real quick. Gone 45 minutes, motherfucker. It's 12:15. Ain't shit at Walmart that you need right now. You know what I'm saying?
Pause, because I've done that and I go to Walmart for hours
Jesus.
because I'm staring at a mirror and a goddamn picture frame and I don't know which one I really want. I'm
No.
indecisive as shit.
Oh no, I couldn't go shopping with you.
I'm indecisive.
Nah,
No,
see, when
I
I go to
see it.
Walmart,
Same
look,
aisle for 30 minutes.
when I go shopping anywhere, this is anywhere. Even if I don't exactly know what I'm going, I will sit in that store for no longer than 5 minutes.
Oh no, don't go shopping.
5 to 10 minutes.
Don't go
I
shopping.
cannot, or not in the store, but at that section. If I'm deciding on what I want, I'll sit there and I'll be like,
I'ma stare at the 2 items for a good minute. I'ma call somebody, tell them, show them the 2 items, get their opinion. If I don't feel like their opinion is valid, I'ma stare a little bit longer, call somebody else, and eventually I'll make my own decision. It's bad. It's bad.
But at the end of the day, we ain't even get to the nitty gritty. As a female, how do you correct your friends? What's the thin line?
Let me tell you. So I have a struggle with my friends. Mo, if you watching this, girl, I love you. I love you, and I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm dropping the names because I fall short quite often. I don't reach out the way I should, and this isn't even just friendships. This is all relationships. I don't reach out. I can think about you 30 times throughout a day and still never shoot a text. And you know how people say, oh, it just takes 2 seconds to shoot a text. If they didn't shoot a text, they don't care. That's not true. Do not sit there and believe the media when they tell you that, because there's a lot of people that may actually be thinking about you and say, oh, I'm going to shoot a text, but their phone isn't in their vicinity. Or either, god daggone, they forget. Something else comes across their mind.
Yeah,
but they're still thinking about you. Don't think they don't care about you.
That's like me. It's like sometimes I'll forget to text somebody back. Or like I'll see it, but I'll forget. Yeah,
quite often, I'll read a text message and answer it out loud and don't actually physically respond to the text message because I responded out loud, and in my mind, I responded.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, don't, like, I feel like a lot of people, I feel like friendships should be treated like relationships to an extent, though. I feel like they should, because friendships are really valuable. When you're not always in a relationship, and it's not good to always jump into a relationship. But when you have those valid friendships to kind of like guide you throughout life, you know what I'm saying? Everybody needs that.
Yeah,
everybody needs that.
That's where I feel like sometimes like an opposite sex relationship could become an issue, because you could have a guy and a girl who's like mad close. Like they might not be fucking, but they're dumb close, and they're so close to the point where it makes whoever you're with. Or one of them are with is, you know, their significant other. It's making them uncomfortable.
This might sound weird, but I feel like in that aspect, me personally, if it was that case where I felt like I'm dating a guy that has a female friend that's closer to him or knows more, I'm going to want to know that female friend. I want to get close to that female friend because you know a little bit more about him than I do. And if he's not willing to just give that to me right now, I'm going to go pull it from you. So that way, when he is willing to give it to me, I'll probably already know, and we can just vibe.
So what if it's like a situation where he doesn't even want you to get to know the girl?
Now, if it's a situation where he don't want you to get to know the girl, he is fucking her. Run away. Because there's no need for a guy to sit there and say, "Oh, I don't want you to know my best friend," if he's not screwing her.
No,
I mean,
no.
But girls don't be wanting guys to know their best friends.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Really?
I'm not even gonna lie
to
you.
I want you to know my best friend. Look, let me tell you something.
No.
I have this one friend that's been sticking around since maybe like 9th grade or whatever. He still comes to the crib every now and then. It's times where he don't come around, but that just goes into me not reaching out to people as much as I should. But he'll come to the crib with his girls or whatever, or just come by himself, and we'll just vibe out. He'll vibe out with whoever I got there. It's not.
I lost one of my biggest female friends dealing with my child's mother because I already knew that I didn't want her to meet, because my child's mother was on this type of level, but I've been around my female friend since the get-go, so I knew she was on that type of level. Mm-hmm. So those conversations off rip was not gonna go into the best type of liking.
What do you mean?
Because, like, for example, like, you know what I'm saying, when we first started dating, I was like, yeah, I got, female friend, I'm hanging out with her. Of course, every female's gonna be like, oh, you smashing, or you dealing with this. Well, let me meet her. You could meet her, but the first conversation she gonna ask you is like, so what you got going for yourself? Like, what can you do to help?
That's something that you should expect from a best friend.
No, exactly. But
just like a family member.
Exactly. But when you, like, sometimes when you in that gooey phase and you're just like, hey, you know what I'm saying, you want everything to be peaceful, sometimes you gotta, like.
See, but that's the thing.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta cut it.
When your child's mother start, like, how old were you? How old were y'all?
I was like 19. Okay,
well, that explains. Because as a child, you're gonna think childlike. But once you realize, like, when you're coming to the greater, what is it, the greater scheme of everything, it's like you wouldn't care about that he knows more, she knows more about you than, well, of course she would know more about you. Of course she's going to ask me what I have going for myself. That's just like if his mom was to come up to me and go, hey, what do you want with my son? If somebody cares about you,
Yeah, but
then they should come up and ask me, well, what do you got going for yourself? What do you really
But
want?
then,
I'm
but
gonna say
not
the
all
situational-
Not all females think like
I was
that,
about
though.
to say situational because yeah, some girls are gonna be like, oh well, y'all are way too close. Like y'all must have been fucking. And
Stop
no
the
matter what it
insecurities.
is,
But
no
that's
matter
how-
what it
that's
is,
how
the dude
most
says
females
that's
go,
all.
though.
Stop the insecurities. You
But
got
it's
to be
gonna be the
solid
same
in
way.
yourself.
It's gonna be the same way if a girl had a guy best friend and she was just like, yeah, this is my guy best friend. He's just gonna be like, okay, like
Now, if the girl comes to you and be like, oh, he's like my brother, yeah, be suspect.
It wasn't even- it wasn't
let me
even-
stop, 'cause I don't think I've ever said that he was like my brother. I just say he like family. But either way, it's just, I don't know. I feel like you should be able to determine what a relationship is like from your own eyes.
shit,
Now,
I'ma
if
say it
you
like this.
are
If-
automatically thinking jealousy, then that's you.
if she says he like family, he not like family. They not fuck.
Whoa, that's not. Oh well,
Like,
yeah.
I've
You said
only
they're not fucking.
No, they
no,
don't
they
fuck.
they
I
have
don't
like,
know. I've never. Oh,
every
whoa.
girl that I've dated, they said they had a guy friend. Usually that guy friend is gay, so I'm just like, yeah, it works, cool. I don't care. Let that be.
Hey,
your
just
guy friend.
remember though.
Hey, play
they
it.
say they gay.
Play it. You better play it. You better snap your fingers, twirl your head, do whatever the fuck you do. Around me, you
I've
better be
never
like,
had
oh
that
yeah,
accent.
dick, strictly
Let me tell
dickly to
you,
me. You know
so
what I'm saying?
I was told that I'm the last of a dying breed. I'll never forget when a coworker told me that. He was like, "You the last of a dying breed," because I am really good at being friends with guys, and when I'm really into you or want to be in a relationship with you, I am eyeing you as a prospect. You know what I'm saying? That sounds crazy.
You kind of grooming them.
Not necessarily grooming, but it's like I view you in a different way. If I'm looking at you and I just want, you cool, we vibe, then yeah, a lot of times we just talking about a bunch of bullshit. But if I'm actually vibing with you to the point where I'm looking at you as a prospective lover, we're having different conversations. We're talking about different things. We're on different levels. Because if I'm viewing you as a prospective lover, we're supposed to be building together versus a friend. Don't get me wrong, you can build with your friends. Do not take that the wrong way because you can build some really big fucking empires with your friends.
Oh, I was gonna say I got girlfriends right now. We talk about everything.
You can build really,
everything.
because that's the thing. A
That
lot
should
of
be funny.
friends, you can
Yeah,
have like
I
a
have
lot
couple
of friends
female
that
who'll
know
just
a
call me
lot
with
of
their
different
shit.
things.
I'll be telling them my shit. They tell me their shit, and we just
No,
talk
really,
about
I
each
do
other.
that
I
too.
mean, but growing up though, I just always had like more female friends than male friends growing up. Like my closest group of friends was a group of girls, and I used to go over the one chick's house all the time. All of the other girls would go over, and we would always have groups of people over at. And I was just always around girls, so it's
I
just like,
came across a lot of rumors about myself just because I hung around guys.
well,
And it was only because they were easier to hang around because girls typically
Or
have
conniving.
jealousy.
yeah,
Girls
girls
or
are
conniving and
vicious.
shit.
They ready to spread rumors about you or that, and then they're like that post that goes around that be like, if you're saying that you can't have girlfriends, female friends, then you're the problem. I don't think that's true. I feel like generally, like females need to like stop fucking hating each other and build each other up in this aspect, because it's like men can really separate a females from one another. Like let's say if we're all into this one guy, if this one girl gets that one guy, now nobody wants to be friends with you.
Yeah.
So now you no longer have friends just because you wanted to go after one guy that you found that was attractive. You know what I'm saying?
That's high school for you.
And it's crazy because you would think that would just be high school, but that does go.
Like the bros, like
Into adults.
we won't do sloppy
Females
seconds.
do stuff like that.
We won't do sloppy seconds.
Like in the
but
workplace.
we will be like, damn, like you know what I'm saying.
Because I know I've seen situations where I'm like working in a workplace and there was like an attractive chick. All right, so the instance when I was banging that manager chick, like back when I was working at Goodwill,
Wow, did
She
you get
was-
bread from it?
did I get bread? I almost lost my job from it.
Was it worth it, sir?
Yeah, that pussy was crazy.
Was it worth it?
Was it worth it?
That kitty was crazy.
It wasn't. No, I mean actually,
I'm telling you,
I'm
it
gonna
wasn't.
say it was worth it. You know
Goodwill
why?
kitty.
You know why it was worth it?
Why?
Because
Goodwill
I was
kitty.
19 years old and I had a
Still have
sexy.
Similac on your tongue.
I had a beautiful Dominican chick who was 22 years old and was fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? So it was, yeah. I mean, I felt good about it. But then all that all that happened, and then she tried to get me fired. She got herself fired, and Yeah, she was a.
Wasn't worth it, nigga.
Was it worth it?
It was
it
Goodwill.
was not worth it.
At
Oh
the-
no, it was. It
at
was
the
kind
time
of worth
being,
it.
it was
That's
at the
a lot
time.
of drama. For
At
It
the
was
time
a lot
being,
of
it was
drama.
worth it.
I mean, but after it was over, it was all good, man. I was like, it was
After
just like.
it was over, but while you're going through it, you're like, God dang, I wish I wouldn't have banged this.
Well,
bitch."
see, yeah, but there was a lot shorter amount of time of the negative part of it. Like it was like a month of the negative, but it was like almost. It was like 7-8 months of the good shit. So, and then it was like
Okay, I
a
guess
month
that's the way
of
it balances out.
having to deal with bullshit, and then after that, it was just like, all right, we're good.
So then all you could think about was the vagina.
I mean, at that time, yeah, I was thinking with my dick back then. I'm thinking with my head a lot more
Yeah,
nowadays.
because
I'm
as you
crazy,
get
so.
older, bro, it's just like you start to realize, like, yo,
I
it's
mean,
come
one
with
thing that I
baggage.
realized, bro,
You hit
the
the
one
wrong
thing-
one, it's a wrap.
the one thing that I've realized that
pregnant.
the older that I've gotten, bro, is that the prettiest girls have the most demonic souls. The prettiest girls that I've ever dated in my life have all been the worst of the worst.
Because they're already set to a high standard. So many people like, oh my God, I'll do this, that, and the third. So they already mentally think like,
I'm not gonna lie to you. It was this one girl. I'll never forget it. When I was in Phoebus, it was this one girl that came, and everybody was so hype about her transfer. Like I didn't even know who this girl was. Never
Who?
seen her a day in my life. Dominique.
See me?
Yeah.
She was so fine
That
though.
girl was beautiful. If
Ooh,
you
she
seeing
was
this, Dominique,
fine
you
as a
are
bitch
gorgeous.
though. Oof.
But everybody, I
Still
didn't even know
is.
who this girl was, but I heard her name
Really?
like crazy. Yes.
that's what y'all doing right now?
Everybody was like, "Oh, did you see her?
Y'all just giving
Oh,
her
she
energy
fine,
through the
she
podcast?
fine.
That's what we doing?
But look, like he just said that the prettiest girls have the most demonic personalities. There was one female that really just like, no. She is down to earth like shit. I love that girl. She has the dopest ass personality. When I heard everybody talking about her the way that they were, I expected the worst.
You know who was another really nice girl? Who was really pretty? Shanti. Shanti something.
Yeah, we dropping.
She ended up
Yo,
going
wow,
like, why
see
you doing
this? We
modeling
gotta
and
start
stuff?
bleeping this out. They putting out names,
Ashanti
last
something.
names, addresses,
Ashanti Brown?
social securities.
Real short.
Yes.
Yo,
I
I'm
just
She
weak.
was like a sweetheart.
Yeah,
she was
she's
a really nice girl, and she was
beautiful,
beautiful too. Yeah, she
Gorgeous.
started doing
And
modeling
she
and all
has
this
a
other
bomb-ass personality too.
Yeah.
I think she's modeling for like Iverson's new.
Some
new
shit,
brand now.
something like that. I know she went to
Yeah.
Hawaii to do some modeling and stuff. I mean, ever since after high school, I just saw her doing
But
a lot
like,
of modeling
it
stuff.
don't think that just because you're pretty, you have a demonic soul. Because there are really
You're right,
pretty
and
girls
you're
out
right.
there that have
You're right.
bomb ass personalities. Because I'm not gonna lie, I expect the worst. I do expect.
I mean,
the worst
there's
when I see
also-
pretty girls because a lot of people let that shit go to their head.
But there's also like a lot of ugly people with really ugly personalities. too, so,
Definitely.
like,
Definitely. You can see a female and be like,
Good
"Oh,
lunch
you're
lady.
fucking gorgeous," until she talks, and you're like, "Ugh."
yo, oh my god, I just want to put this out here. Blueface, get yourself together, bro. I don't know what that little rat is that you call a girl.
Oh my
But-
gosh! Don't talk about Krishan like that.
Bro, that chick
girl
is
thin.
the
She
is
absolute
damaged.
She's
most.
a brick.
She
She's
is
damaged.
one of the most disgusting females I've ever seen in my life.
Oh my
She's a
god!
brick.
First of all,
She's a brick.
no respect.
she's a brick.
She's got a freaking like you could land a
Broke
plane in
down.
between her teeth. Oh, anyway,
Oh god, that
Okay.
just goes.
no, it was just like
females have more.
I just saw that
love
video.
yourself
of
more
Kai.
than
You know
anything.
Kai, right?
Yeah.
Man, I saw
When
the
I seen
video
that
of
shit-
Kai. She just like threw a freaking chair, put a hole in his.
Honestly,
Yo, oh my god! I just
would've-
want to.
Nah, I would have
What is
headbutted her, bro. On
Do you
real,
watch?
on real.
Do you know? Are you hip to any streamers at all?
Not really.
Like,
All right,
Aiden
so there's
Ross
this
or
guy,
Aiden-
Kai, right?
Kai Sinat.
And he does a stream and shit, and he had Blueface and Shorty come onto his
Oh,
stream.
I saw that. I
Yeah,
saw that.
and Shorty like threw a chair and it like
I didn't see she
broke
threw
a
a chair.
hole in his wall.
I heard that
And
he
she
was
just
like,
had no
"Do you think
remorse
you could
in-
beat my ass or something like that?"
It
And
was
she's like, "I'm gonna beat your ass."
like it's just those type of people. That's just no respect. I have no respect for anybody. So
See, but you got to think
Oof.
about it too. That's how she got famous. She got big off of her being volatile. So she has to keep up that volatile persona in order to keep herself. That's what in her mind. That's how she keeps herself valid.
You got one
I just-
time to do some shit like that to me, and I'm gonna go
See,
law
but
abiding
this
and
goes
citizen
back
on your
into
ass.
this goes back into the money is the root to all evil. I have you doing
Oh yeah,
some
money
stupid
changed
shit.
it because she definitely was
They
bad.
have you doing
I feel
stupid
y'all
shit.
shit.
She
I feel
definitely
y'all
was
on that.
bad before Blueface. I
No,
definitely.
really, the girl was
Uh,
fucking gorgeous.
I was like, oh
She-
damn.
She got a
just
nice little body. She, you know
she
what I'm
looked like
saying?
a
She got
freaking-
she got an athletic build. I love it.
She looked like a Oompa
I'm not
Loompa
gonna
to me.
lie to you. I used to be in high school, and I'm like, damn, I want to run track. I want a booty like that.
Oof.
Yeah, like it
Anyway.
was.
Track booties are something different.
Yo, that's a fact.
They are something different.
That's
Ah,
a
Jesus.
fact. Anyway, all right. Well, that's all the time we got for today.
Yeah, I was about to say because I'm starting to sweat. I heard ass and I was just like, my body was like,
Wow,
let's roll
okay.
the table. Let it begin. Round 2, start.
Jesus Christ. All right. Well,
Finish him.
until next week, guys. Yeah, until next week. Yeah, that's all we got for today. Time's up. I appreciate you guys for tapping in. Appreciate you guys for coming through. Until next week, man. Peace.
Peace.
See ya.
Powered by Virginia Radio.